Yay! You guys made it back. This is going to be part two, continuing on with today's general astrology update and the moon astrology update. So where's that? Moon in Libra, stark contrast between the 2 days. Might be like a crazy wild difference. Meant to show you the difference between positive and negative in your life and, make you take action via one or the other. By the end of this transit in Libra, and I think especially tomorrow is going to be a pretty active day as far as the energies of Libra and this positive and negative contrast, it's going to make you for sure understand and know what is great for you and what's horrible, basically. So this is moving on to a whole nother topic here. Venus and Scorpio in this direct conjunction to Jupiter and Scorpio. It was visible in the eastern sky this morning at sunrise in the United States. The morning star, joining with Jupiter and Scorpio, visible in the sky about an hour before sunrise. Hopefully you guys got a chance to take a peek at that. If not, it might be visible again tomorrow morning about an hour before sunrise. If you're interested in seeing that, just look to the east. It's going to look like a really, really bright star. It may only look like one because they're so close together that they might actually look like one. So in this, I just wanted to talk about this Venus, Jupiter, both in Scorpio, direct conjunction. Jupiter wants expansion. Jupiter wants to make things bigger for you. Venus wants to give gifts as well. It does want to expand things. These are all involving love, money, spirituality. So we've got, the two huge benefics. The two huge benefic planets are directly meeting up. What can go wrong? This is hearts and flowers, right? Right? But all this depends on where in your individual natal chart these aspects are going to affect you, as well as how you're going to receive the gifts and how you receive the expansion. Good, great, bad, or ugly in certain instances. I don't want to freak anybody out here, but if you have very negative aspects to these two planets, and especially if you have some negative aspect to them, like let's say your Venus is in Scorpio and your Jupiter's in Scorpio, and they have a bunch of squares and different aspects on them, some negative angles. This may not be super positive for you, but what it will still be is transforming. So that's kind of, not sound scary, the light at the end of the tunnel for some of you that, kind of know your aspects and your planets and everything better. It's not going to be hearts and flowers and unicorns and rainbows for everybody. So are Venus and Jupiter dignified in your in your natal chart? Are they squared? So if they happen to be squared, or whether you know this or not, this is just kind of a heads up. You can do your birth chart for free in many different places on the internet, and it'll give you some interpretation. If you see anything that says squares on either Venus or Jupiter, maybe take notice here, especially if one of those planets is in Scorpio. Give pause a little bit over the next little while here, kind of think about that. The huge thing to watch for here for many people, I mean, even if there's not necessarily any, super bad aspects or inconjunct aspects, squares, that kind of stuff, watch for excess. Excess in all ways. Watch for tower moments. For those of you that are in tarot cards and the readings and stuff, the tower is definitely big change, that's for sure. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad, though. A lot of people freak out, over that kind of stuff, but it's putting you where you need to be. One positive is this is a very social, larger than life type of energy right now. Very entertaining. It's good for entertaining. There's going to be some epic parties that can be had during this energy. And this energy is going to last, it's about 3 days before, the days during, and about 3 days after that the energy is strongest. But all this party stuff sounds great, but watch for overconsumption, overspending, power grabs, power dynamics is definitely something that comes into play with Jupiter and Venus, especially in Scorpio. That's kind of the dark side of things to a certain degree. There is that very deeply spiritual side of that, but there is also the negative and excessive sides of it that can be, overconsumption of food or alcohol, excessive spending, trying to sort of show off with your spending, keeping up with the Joneses. Jealousy can be an energy that comes out of this because you see how much someone else has and they're throwing it around. Jealousy is a super bad energy to get into. Just avoid it, everybody. Seriously, especially in, respect to this aspect, just don't do it. Find something else to occupy your mind. Just shut it out. Enjoy the message here is that this is all a negative thing. It's a beautiful, wonderful, profound aspect. It's a gorgeous gift to all of us. How it affects everyone individually is going to be a bit different. But the message here is just to enjoy with caution. Enjoy, but enjoy with caution. Watch yourself for overconsumption. Watch yourself for overspending. Watch yourself for too much excess of almost anything. It can be thinking too much, just everything. But the general energy should be very social, very light, very lovable. For some people, depending on the way your chart is, though, I'm cautioning so heavily because this is like a super hedonistic energy for some individuals. So watch yourself. Now, conversely, on the other hand, for, certain people, the way their chart is set up, this is a very, very spiritual, transcendental type of energy that they're going to be experiencing. That can, of course, lead to a lot of realizations and deeper connection with the divine and spirit. So yeah, that was all the cautions that I had. What I did before I did this reading is I pulled some cards from the Universe Has Your Back deck, which is by Gabrielle Bernstein. And the overall omen for guidance in this reading is pretty darn positive. Pulled the actual The Universe Has Your Back card. Which is kind of neat. Good thing to know. Universe does have your back. And I also pulled, thank you, Universe, for helping me see beyond the limits of fear. Thank you for expanding my perceptions so that I can see what is of the highest good. Pretty important card for all of you guys that are going through a lot of changes right now. So be thankful for what is going on and what is happening, and just know that ultimately it's what's for your highest good and the highest good of everyone, and that you are going to end up in the right place. And it is going to feel pretty darn good, even if you can't see it right now. So that is all for the Astro and Moon Astrology update for today. All the special aspects. I am going to be back with some daily guidance. And I hope that you all have a great day. If you like this video, please share. Please subscribe. Like. I love your comments. I'm getting so excited. I got a bunch of comments. I was like super happy to read those and respond back and stuff. And shout out to Tyler's Tarot. I just getting ridiculous. So yeah. I've got a few people on here that have been a huge source of inspiration for me, that are other readers. I don't do tarot cards for myself. So kind of getting that feedback was pretty great. But yes, please like, share, subscribe, leave me your comments. Let me know what you think. Did it resonate with you? And I will see you back next time. Thank you so much. Bye.